Although the UFO footage taken by Anthony Woods is intriguing, some skeptics argue for a more rational explanation, a possible military explanation. Although plausible, one video taken by Woods defies all forms of rational logic. See for yourself as the ParanormalTV Truth Be Told story of Anthony Woods concludes. While the majority of UFO footage taken by Anthony were in the front and rear gardens of his home, there were occasions when he managed to record them elsewhere. More often than not, these events were in close proximity to military installations. Portsmouth has a rich history, including being the home for the British Royal Navy for centuries. Is there a connection between this military locale and Anthony's UFO sightings? For example, is this object shot for a considerable amount of time over such an installation? An unconventional, yet man-made, remotely powered vehicle? Or is it a genuine UFO? Take a look at this sequence. At first glance, it appears like it's a piece of debris caught up in a gust of wind. But look closer. The object seems to make a controlled turn, as being piloted by an intelligent being, human or otherwise. Now compare it to this object, which Anthony Woods captured on a relatively calm day. Are the two one and the same? And what are we supposed to make about its shape and extraordinary acrobatics? When Tim Farrell came to examine this particular sequence, it certainly intrigued him. Now retired from the RAF and living in Cornwall, Tim is an expert witness often called to give testimony about video footage. He could not explain the object and wondered what's keeping it up. But by far the most unusual UFO ever caught by Anthony's camera is this. Filmed in the presence of his brother-in-law Tony, this object is beyond rational explanation. UFO Magazine wanted to know what was going through the minds of both Anthony and his brother-in-law Tony as they observed this extraordinary object.
This sighting on the 27th of the 3rd this year was absolutely amazing. Both me and my brother-in-law witnessed it, and it was something that we have never ever seen before. It appeared to have structured lights on it. Just amazing sighting, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, because the first thing that struck me about it was the light sequence. How they were changing, going on and off, and the object was moving very gracefully across the sky. I mean, we were just looking up, and it caught our attention out of the corner of our eye, and it was just there. And the lights themselves are really bright. I mean, I've got a good view in the binoculars, and they're very intense light.
You said they're dome-shaped, didn't you?
Yeah, the lights had a sort of a curved shape to them. They were definitely coming out of the surface, and the colour was so intense. And the object was quite large. Yeah. And it showed that, especially against the blue sky.
And it was interesting that as the object was slowly moving, hovering on occasions, it kept flashing these lights at us. It was almost like it was doing it on purpose, but it was very, very odd. I think it's good that with the trees in reference, you can sort of get a taste of the movement of the object. Yeah.
And it wasn't particularly very high to begin with. At the beginning, it was quite sort of low. It was, as it went on, it sort of increased in altitude, but it was in no hurry.
most unusual object I've ever seen.
Yeah. Spectacular.
Mm.
At a time when radio and optical astronomers continue their hunt for intelligent extraterrestrial life, and while probes continue to be launched towards worlds in our local neighborhood of space, wouldn't it be interesting if the answer to the greatest mystery of the cosmos was showing itself in Portsmouth, England?